Hey peeps, what's going on? Those of you that are in contact with me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, Twitter, whatever, will know that I just cut my hair. And it's amazing how a new haircut can make you feel like a different person. It's good though. Today I want to talk to you guys about June Patrick. Now, I don't know if any of you know her from Facebook. I highly recommend that you look her up. I had a psychic reading, she's not a psychic, and I was determined not to say that, damn it. I had a session with June, and she's not a psychic, but with how much she was able to come through for me, she felt like one. But she's a Clairaudient. I think I'm saying that right, June. If I didn't and you happen to see this, feel free to correct me in the comments or do a vid response or whatever you want to do. But okay, so I decided that years ago I wanted to get a reading after my dad died. And I was like, alright, maybe, they'll be able to get something, maybe something will come through, maybe I'll get a little bit of closure from him. Not from him, with him, whatever you want to say. However you want to say it. Basically I was like, okay, I'm feeling I'm just feeling not okay about the whole situation. And I came across June on Facebook, and I don't know who linked her or how I came across her, but she came up. And I was like, oh, click. Obviously, curiosity, And, it's like, June Patrick, medium, Clairaudient. I think I'm saying that right. I really hope I am. Actually gonna... Here we go. Her website is junepatrick.com, JUNEPATRICK.com. I'm gonna link in the doobly-doo, but first things first, you have to go to her webpage and check her out. You have to go to her Facebook and like her. Okay, let me start from the beginning. I'm so excited about this because she's so amazing. She gave me such a beautiful gift, and there's no way to repay that. For what she charges, she is worth 10 times what she charges easily. She's amazing, absolutely amazing. And I know that every reading is different, and for some people that get readings, stuff doesn't come through. You might have to do fact checking, do a lot of note taking. I took notes, and I also recorded the session so that I could, because there was a lot that I didn't know about my dad, and I still haven't gone back and done any fact checking because, to be honest, she came through with so much that it blew me away, and I think I'm still processing it. She came up with stuff that there's absolutely no way she could have known, because I haven't spoken to anyone about it. I haven't talked about it, nothing. Which is, that's okay. So her I don't know what you would call it, I guess motto or manifesto or whatever you want to call it is life goes on. And that's been something that I've been kind of fearful about in the past few years as I'm starting to get older. I'm not I'm not at a midlife crisis by any means, but I am 32 years old, so I think at some point in your life you start feeling like concerned. You start feeling like, I don't call them regrets, but things in my life that I don't know if they were right. I don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty there was in my heart and in my mind. And that's unsettling. That's hard. It's hard to manifest good things in your life when you have uncertainty, and when you have questions that are unanswered, and when you have things that you don't have closure on. Like, I didn't get to talk to Dad before he died, and that really fucked me up for a couple of years. Quite a few years, actually. So, I messaged June, and I was really not sure, because, to be honest, her prices are so low that I was like, I wonder if she's even going to be the real deal, She's so cheap. if she were really awesome, she would like charge more. Don't let the price make you think that she's not amazing, because she is, and I'm gonna get more into it. I was gonna post a little bit of not her doing the reading, but like my reaction to it, because a couple of times I was like, holy shit, like just blown away by what she said, because it was like head on the nail, like spot on, amazing. And I'm still baffled by it. Like, she has such an amazing gift. But so I'm looking at it, I'm looking at her website. I sent her a message and I'm like, all right, I have the money in my PayPal account, I could do this, it's on my bucket list, I've always wanted to get a reading. And I thought I was going to pay hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which with a lot of the top mediums you will. So I was looking online, and I'm also going to put a link in the doobly-doo, because I found this radio, the Immoral Truth. It's like a blog radio type website, which I'm actually thinking about using for talking about behavior counseling stuff with dogs and stuff, but that's besides the point. Okay, so I'm like, oh, June Patrick comes up, and this guy, and they're doing live readings. People call in, and she does a little 5-minute reading for them. And I listened, there's 3 of them, and I'm going to link all of them in the doobly-doo, because I really want you guys to get a sense of June and how absolutely amazing she is. I want you guys to give her a look. I want you guys to, if you've ever considered having a reading, I want you to have the value of my testimonial, which is not only on her website, but, or I didn't look at the testimonial page, I'm sure it's awesome, but, I didn't, I haven't read it yet, but I sent her messages like, oh my god. So, okay, I'm getting flustered. I'm listening to these radio broadcasts, and they're like, I don't know, maybe like 20 some minutes each, or actually one of them's like, she did one with Kurt, who I think that's his name. He's like the leader of the radio station or whatever, and it's amazing, like getting to listen to her work before you actually do a session, because that way I knew exactly what to expect. I was like, and I mean, I started out the session like, hey, look, I just want to let you know there's no pressure. I don't know a whole lot about what I want, about the person that I want to come through. So it's not like, I'm not like looking for specifics. Now, in the course of, the session, I did ask a few specific questions, but it wasn't like, oh, if you don't know this, I'm going to be pissed. It wasn't like that. It was just like, oh, by any chance, can you get anything about this? Like, anything like that. And, I have to say, not only was June just so kind and comforting, she was very caring and compassionate. She shared a little bit with me about herself, which made me feel like we're 2 people and we're having a conversation. And it's like, honestly, like I would compare her to like a comfortable pair of fuzzy slippers. You slide into the session, she makes it easy, she makes it never a boring moment in the session, obviously, because it's an amazing thing to experience, but it's just, I can't say enough good things about how amazing she is. If she were a doctor, I would say her bedside manner is phenomenal. She's not a doctor, but basically, like, you get what I'm saying. She's just somebody that in 1 hour, and even about the clock, she spent more time with me and just tried to get everything that she could for me. And every piece of information that she gave me, there was validation. She was like, I want to validate this. So she would get information from the spirit, not the spirit, what do you call it, June?
Spirit.
I don't think she called it spirit, because it's not a ghost.
No, she just said spirit.
Okay, spirit. Okay, so I'm not crazy. That's Angie Lou from the other room. Yeah, so she would validate it with spirit to say, look, this is what so-and-so is saying, this is what I'm getting, validating it, and no question went unanswered. Not saying that there weren't things that I asked that she answered every single time, because again, going into it, I don't know a lot about my dad, so But she was able to validate enough where I felt like, wow, okay, this is legit. There's no other way that she could have known certain things. There's nothing online that would have told her these things. And honestly, the session brought me to, like, I choked up during the session because it was just so phenomenal. If I had to give her a rating 1 out of 5 stars, I would give her fucking 10 stars. That's how good she is, people. I want you to at least go to Facebook. I want you to like her on Facebook. Go to her website, check her out. Her rates are amazingly cheap, to the point where I thought she wasn't legit because of how cheap her rates are. But she's gaining experience, and she started out doing sessions for free. And, you know, she's increasing her rates as she feels it's fair to do so. And I would say her rates are more than fair. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? So I watched these this blog radio thing, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I want to talk to this girl. I want to, not girl, woman, whatever. I want to talk to this person, and I want to have this experience with her, because she, even on the radio, she had like 5 minutes. She wasn't digging for information. There was no crap. She was just like, and I consider myself somewhat of a kind skeptic. I believe in spirit. I believe in energy, higher power. I believe in all these things, but there's a part of me that was afraid, so it caused me to be a little skeptical. Because we have no proof, but after my session with June, I feel as though I've been given peace. I feel as though I know that my death in this body will not be the end of me. I don't know exactly what I believe happens after that, but I believe that I must not end, because I feel as though I've been given that proof. Now, skeptics, halt, pause, pump the brakes, slow your roll. I'm not going to debate you. I'm not going to argue you. This is my channel, this is my video, and this is my testimonial to June. This is not a place or a format for you to come on here and put me on blast, because I don't care what you think. I know what I think. I know what I believe now. I'm not trying to change your mind. I don't care about what you think. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but, like, I'm not going to debate you. I've reached peace, and nobody's going to take that from me. So, having said that, I think that it would really benefit all of you. I'm also going to put a link, because June just started, I don't know when she started it, but she just put up a video on her YouTube channel, which is awesome. I hope she makes more videos. June, please make more videos. I know there was something else I was going to say. I'm going to put a bunch of links down in the doobly-doo, because I want you guys to be able to experience her. She's super, super cool about sending messages back and forth on Facebook. So that's really rad. Like, it's really awesome when you can communicate with somebody and get an idea of who they are before you even, pay for their service. That's one of the reasons when I do my pet sitting, I go out and I have an initial consult where it doesn't cost my client anything. And they can just meet me, talk to me, see what I do, so on and so forth, and it doesn't cost them anything, because it's like that's what social media is all about, I think. Getting that opportunity to make a connection and to have an idea of who it is that you're getting ready to do business with. Because even though it's a session, I mean, it is costing money of some kind, even though she's worth 10 times her fee. I promise you, I would have, knowing what she gave me, I'm not going to choke up. I'm going to speak to June for a moment. June, hi, nice to meet you. What you gave me was a gift that I can't ever repay, and I just want to thank you, because I feel as though I've gone through almost like levels of processing all of the information, and I've watched back, listened back to like what you shared with me and what was able to come through. and the messages, and I have listened to that song so many times. And also the song that you shared me that was personal to you, and it makes sense for why music has always been such a huge part of my life. I don't make it, I can't sing, I'm tone deaf, but I've always loved it so much, and it makes sense because I felt at times in my life that music was speaking to me, or that somebody was speaking to me through music, but I kind of thought I was crazy. So nice to know I'm not crazy and that somebody else feels the same way. I want to thank you for sharing not only everything that came through from Dad, but also things about you that you didn't have to share, but that helped me perceive things and helped me understand and helped me find closure and an inner peace. And you can't buy that. You can't manufacture the type of gift that you have. It goes beyond money, what you do. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it was a life-changing moment. And I know I'm sounding all dramatic and stuff, but it was truly a life-changing moment for me, and something that I'm never, ever going to forget. Which is why I wanted to make this video, because I want to help people find you. I know it's a small thing, it's just a video, but I want people to know about you. I want all of my subscribers, all of my followers on Twitter, Facebook, all of my friends and family, everyone that I know to know you, and hopefully, to think about doing a session with you if they have any desire at all to do so. And okay, now away from June, but seriously, thank you, June. To my peeps, guys, if you have ever wanted to do a session with a medium, June's current rates are I don't think it has it up here anymore. Yeah, it does. Okay, so if you do like a weekday hour-long communication session, you're gonna pay $60. For the session that she gave me, there are some mediums that charge $500, $600 more. She is so low priced that it's just, I would have saved up and paid more knowing what I know now. And I want to share that with you. She's the real deal. She doesn't make any promises, and neither do I. I'm not saying if you do a session, I need a drink. Thank you. Sorry. I'm not saying that if you do a session, everybody in your family that's passed away is going to come through. I'm not saying that, because you can't know beforehand. But she's going to do everything she can, not only to validate everything that she gives you, but to give you a sense of security and a sense of life does go on, and she really truly does have a gift. I promise you, I'm not like being paid to be her hype man. It's not like that. It's taken me a while to be able to talk about it, because I'm still baffled at some of the things that came through, and I don't know how else she could have known any of it. And I came into it with a good, healthy dose of skepticism, like, I don't know, I'm not really sure. And also a good dose of fear that because she doesn't talk to ghosts, I was afraid that maybe Dad hadn't passed over. But he did, and he came through, and I was like, thank goodness. Like, I'm so happy. I'm relieved. I was able to refocus and publish my book. And I believe, and June, I can share this with you off, on a sideboard or whatever, but I believe that he gave me a sign to move forward, because I wasn't sure if I should. I wasn't sure. And he gave me a sign, and I'm actually going to make another video about that separately, not about what my dad said through June, but about my book. So stay tuned for that later on tonight, maybe tomorrow. But mainly I just wanted to, I believe one good turn deserves another. I believe that when someone does you a solid, you should turn around and help them in any way that you can. And this is what I'm trying to do with this video. It is my hope and my wish, if you guys, you know, if you want to make me happy, please go and like June on Facebook. And go to at least one of the links below and like check out the radio broadcast that she did. I promise you some part of it will intrigue you. Because I couldn't not do a session after I listened to them. I was like, I have to do this. She's almost too good. So I have to. And you can get gift certificates for your friends and family on her website, which is junepatrick.com. Please check her out. That would make me so very happy. Even if you're a skeptic, just check her out. Like her on Facebook or something like that. Give her a nod, and, you know, if you think of it, tell her Angie sent you, just, you know, because I'm curious to see how many of you will take my challenge and check her out. I'm not saying you gotta buy a session, even though if I were you, I would. I'm just saying, you know, stop by, say hi, and see what she, see what part of her, a little articulate, Gatlin, oh, right, see all that she has to share on her, between her website and the radio broadcasts and her Facebook. So that's pretty much all I have to share for this. Sorry this was such a long video, but June, to be honest, she deserved to be talked up because she helped me a lot, more than I can even tell you. So, but I hope that you guys are well. I'm going to try and get more into vlogging, especially now that I have some really fun things to talk about. For a while I was kind of boring and I didn't really have a whole heck of a lot to talk about. Ange, any thoughts on the session with June?
June, we love you.
It's true. So, Ange wasn't actually in the session, but in our apartment you can hear everything that happens in the rest of the apartment, so she pretty much heard it all, because I was like completely pugging when I was having the set. I was just completely pugging, and it was amazing. So I hope that you guys are good. I hope that this was at least interesting. It's something different I'm talking about. At least it's not the same old note from the universe, note from the Pugiverse. Not that that's not necessarily coming back, but just trying to share a part of my life with you guys. But I seriously do hope that you're well. Tuesday we shall be going to see Dreamer, Stacy, Dreamer 72 Femme. And we're going to be hanging out, taking some footage. I plan on taking my camcorder so that, I don't know, maybe one of the games we can record or some shit like that. But yeah, so that's it for now. I just wanted to come on and share about June, and that's pretty much it. I have a feeling you guys want to see Pug, don't you? Hang on. Foco, my hair is not done. What is you doing? My little pug. Marvy, do you want to see Dreamer? Alright, we'll go on Tuesday. We'll go see Dreamer on Tuesday. Marvy, do you want the peeps to check out June Patrick? A little bit more hype, Marvy. You're actually her hype man. Come on. Just kidding, he's not. Marvy, send the peeps off. Much love. Pog out. Vocal.